Still don't have internet nor lights, which turned out to be great for the projector. Speaking of which, try not to create shadows. Main reason for this particular video, just to kind of showcase where Melbourne AI Hub is at. So yeah, we've improved our website. Tried to go for this magazine style, serious vibe, especially in light of what AI can and is being used for, which is things like deepfakes and lower end things. But if you scroll down to our site, you'll see these are all my builds. The other co-founders, they're still learning. They're we had our first workshop last week. They flew down, one from Queensland, the other from Sydney, and I gave them an accelerated 2-day intensive journey through how to build with AI for full stack programs. And so some of these apps that are built, we'll start with the Life OS. There is meant to be an image of me in the lab here, but you can sign up for free. I'm planning to keep this as free as possible. It's got Google authentication for just a easier login, and it may prompt me to so we're back. Just had to confirm that I am me. And this is Life OS. It looks fantastic on desktop. It is optimized to run on mobile. And this was a joint project between me trying to it's not perfect. Obviously, the overlay and whatnot needs improvement, but this is my ambitious project and my attempt to gamify life. And it's probably the project I've spent a lot of time on. And when agents became a thing earlier this year, the first thing I thought of was, how can I amalgamate this into my own life? And I thought everything has to run around my schedule. So the scheduling system is quite comprehensive. You can add and take away, but you can also optimize using AI. It's got a widget attached to Gemma, so I can talk to it, hi there, and it does respond and does have control. I can tell it schedule a meeting for tomorrow, and it will do it. Call it example meeting of capabilities of Life OS. So this runs on Gemma 2, and it kind of does ask for confirmation and whatnot. I'm not sure how voice works, especially on desktop. Radio check, yo, 1212. Can you schedule a meeting for tomorrow at 12 p.m. between myself and JT Fox, who we're having a group meeting. Wonder what happens. That's it. Go. So yeah, voice needs a little bit of work, but putting something like this up using AI to kind of, I can ask it what goals I want. I want to achieve $1 million in 2 years, and $1 million in 2 years, and it will literally analyze it and go through the embedding space of Gemma 2. I'm using Gemma 2 because it's cheap. I don't have funding. I don't have backing. It would be awesome to use something like Opus or GPT, and I'm sure the outcome would be phenomenal. But this is what you get. You get an AI goal planner, and it literally, if you read some of the stuff that it says, increase generation and optimization, income generation and optimization, research market rates and roles and skills. So it's very abstract, because my prompt was very abstract. But yeah, it's pretty comprehensive. And if I create it all, it's created a goal for me in my tree. I also have a list view and a planner, and if I go back to my schedule, it does populate my schedule with what to do, and that's not just for today. That is for. I think I did it for quarters. So if you go to weekly view, it tells you, hey man, these days do this. It needs to be optimized. It's a work in progress, but you get the idea. So that's one of the builds, Life OS. And the idea behind it, gamifying life. It does have this realm, um, and you level up according to your habits. You've got habit plants that you can go and water and visit, and there are your goals, and they all grow. So it's a great seed. So Life OS, it's there. Northwest Bee Club. So I'm part of a bee club. The moment I joined, I decided to create a website for them. Not just a website. This is like a 10K website, right? It's got AI widgets. Still working on it. Members area, chat, and predominantly it's got a store. So they do sell things to their members. I'm yet to get the images for these things, but we're working with the club not just on their digital platform. Got a YouTube channel happening for them. I'm about to put their YouTube videos onto their website. I'm also about to part of the hub because the other co-founders are PhD grads. They do research, and right now in the beekeeping community, Varroa destructor, which is a mite that bothers honeybees, is a concern. So we're using Google LLM and other research platforms available to us to look at tackling these real world problems. So we're really trying to give heart to AI and to paint it in the right light. And of course, Bee Brain, hi there. Again, this works off. Might have a bit of an issue with tokens, but this is another Gemma 2 or Gemma 3 chat widget. Next up is GravForge. So it's like a Flux. I don't know if you know Flux, but if you go to Flux AI, basically design PCBs with AI. It's a paid platform. They're very refined, and they've got millions of builders and millions of projects, and hundreds of thousands of components, and basically they're on the next level. So GravForge is kind of like that, where you can take an idea, sign in. Yep, there's my account. So you can go to the Forge from Ideas. It's based around Hephaestus, which is the Greek god of forgery. And basically, you just give it, I want a portable air quality monitor, and you forge it, and it takes about 20 minutes. Gets all the components for you, step-by-step instructions, all the firmware that you need, how to flash or PCBs or your ICs, and it's quite phenomenal. It's still a work in progress, and it's nowhere near Flux AI. But again, that's another freebie that I'm throwing in. My parent website, what's responsible for all of this is TCS, or Teddy's Cleaning Services. Gone with the teddy bear kind of outlook. Try to make it surreal. Start with games, because eventually I do want to gamify cleaning and not make it a chore or habit. In fact, the mission is a world free from chores. And so to bring science into the cleaning industry, but it does have a client portal and a serious side to it. So you can log in, and you can see, book work, or if you're an employee, you can pick up work. And if you're an admin, you can delegate work. And I'm actually making headwinds towards amalgamating that into an actual mobile app. So yeah, the digital platform for Teddy's cleaning services is growing. You know, some of my clients and some of the services I offer, like Teddy AI, and it's all here. So Teddy's cleaning is awesome. Tribe Wizard, which is the CRM or the customer relations manager, that's also being developed. Sorry. So we're working on this. It's meant to be like a cross between Connect Teams and HubSpot. So it's eventually I'd want it running the business side of things, you know, revenue forecast and retention, and got all these menus, and you know, I've even tried to put some voice agents and AI agents and webhooks, and yeah, I've gone all out with product management and inventory and communication, like inbox. It uses the Amazon AWS SES, and it does work. I have tried it, but again, this is pilot, or you know, pre-revenue, and it still has a lot of testing and a lot more building to go on. My favorite website, the Space Age. I personally love it because kind of you know, it's a step away from the other sites where it's a little less serious. It's just me having fun, and every time you reload it or visit the website, it's a new website, and it just talks about, you know, we've kind of given ourselves a deadline. We may reach the space age sooner than 39 years, but you know, giving yourself that kind of time frame and still working fast, it's phenomenal. Again, it needs a lot of nutting out, and it is a point of transparency for Teddy's cleaning, because you know, we're going from cleaning to space, and yeah, that's the conception. So yeah, go to the spaceage.com.au, and every visit you'll see a new website, which I think is you know, a phenomenal feat of AI. At least building with AI, at least. Now, a few more other builds like Poor Choice. Poor Choice is good. I think the link might be broken to it. Also got my own little super base backend that I've been trying to build. Not sure if it will load yet. So you can log in, and this is about 80% of the way, with some plans to monetize it, because I do have to pay for light sell servers and whatnot. Poor Choice. This is an idea that was given to me by one of the bar managers that used to manage one of my cleaning sites, and he said he would love a Tinder for drinks, and so you can kind of say nah or yeah if you're a drinker. I don't know what a Negroni is, or Dicari, but it's there, and the idea was to associate it with a bar using maps, and you can get directions to that bar, and maybe have you know, generate revenue for them, and maybe take a cut of the revenue we generate. But that's in concept. So Melbourne AI Hub, a few of our builds, and we teach people to build. You know, I teach people how to build things like this, full stack apps, pretty amazing. But that's not what we're about. So, like I said, the other guys, the other two founders, one's fully into energy, and the other who is also a doctor. They're both doctors. Are serious about having impact. So this is the members area for Melbourne AI Hub, and we've got various projects that are happening that we've kind of conceptualized. You know, one of those is like a 3D view of the hub, and we've tried to go further with converting a photo into a 3D representation. So this is what the hub looks like, provided it loads. Just give it a second. Oh, there it is. So I think the wrong photo world has loaded and it's still a little bit out. But you're meant to be able to move around in this space. Workbench with all the other projects. So we've got various projects that the guys have conceived of in our Telegram group chat, and we've built it so Google Workspace kind of amalgamates all the projects conceived of. It's like an ideas harvesting mechanism, and generates PDF files and stores them here and creates projects to work on. So we can open the PDF in the drive. I guess yeah, a little bit more work to be done, but yeah, that's let's see. Yeah, work in progress. So that's just the projects all aligned in Maslow's hierarchy. So self-actualization, things like coffee beans and belonging and mutual, create a separate Telegram chat, and Firebot vengeance, and safety and stability, be Varroa. So yeah, we're building this out to become a hub for serious, impactful work, or what we hope to be serious, impactful work. Great. So thanks for tolerating the poorly planned presentation. I am planning to put this onto a drive and give it to you or members of your team. I'm not sure what will come of it, but at least you have a little bit more understanding of what this space is about, and how we're, how we've started using AI and how we're trying to build something that has impact rather than, well, if it has potential to generate revenue, definitely, money's always good, but we're focused on creating something that improves people's lives, and doesn't basically leave them out of pocket. So